Everything is fast. People are losing the game. People are like, I have to get 100,000 followers in 2 days. Otherwise, this life is not fun anymore. People back then, they did what they did for 10 years to reach 1,000 followers or whatever, like, because they had this drive, you know? If you don't apply and use the information you have, but still stay in the present moment and enjoy the journey, then you're fucked up, I guess.
Everyone is holy. Every single path is divine. What I think is so interesting is that consciousness that we all carry we are consciousness that wants to experience itself. And consciousness wants to experience as many different levels and programs as possible in this universe. It starts as the fertilized egg. That is consciousness. We just can't remember that consciousness. We don't remember how we were saying like, okay, wow, I'm an egg now. I just got fertilized and I'm about to become a human and jump out of this vagina and into this family. Like, we just don't remember, but that happened. And it's all part of consciousness wanting to experience itself. And that's why I think it's so important not to judge any path. It's because any path, no matter if we judge it as good or bad, is consciousness wanting to experience itself. Consciousness wants to experience itself through Britney Spears, Vladimir Putin, King Conscious, you name it. Like, so many different people that we say those have it better than those. At the end of the day, they are all consciousness wanting to experience itself in different ways through different programs.
Yes, there's a saying. It is like you have 8 billion rivers and they're all flowing back to the same ocean. You know, we all come from the same ocean anyways, and we all will head back to the same ocean anyways once we leave this realm. But still, there's this thing like, even though nothing makes sense in the end, everything makes sense. You know,
I think everything can be explained.
Yeah, because
just not always in words.
That's the thing, man.
If you get what I'm saying, everything has to have a sense.
Everything has sense. Why not having sense? You know, because when I just think about emotions don't make sense. But you sense them, you know, you feel them. They don't have to have a meaning, but the experience itself is its meaning. You know? Yeah,
because that's really what I mean when I say not all of them have words.
Yes.
That's really was the perfect example you gave me. Because even though we cannot explain them with our mind, does not mean they have their perfect sense, meaning, and place in the universe.
We're always trying to understand everything with our mind, with our intellect, and to name everything. It's so funny sometimes that everything has a name, man. What was it the other day? You told me that it's called like this and this, and I was like, why the fuck does this need a name? Yeah, just a bunch of like... Everything has a name, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes...
Scientific names for everything.
Hey, so many delusional names, like, just like...
Yes, and like, to me, I'm really at a point personally where I take in information, but I don't even judge the information. I just observe, and then I see what resonates with my heart, because we got such an overflow on information. So many people said something in his life. We got so many studies that we don't even know which people they were done on. Like, you know, it's like, it doesn't mean shit to me sometimes. When someone says study has proven, I'm like, bro, that don't mean shit to me. Like, you got nothing against me because my source is literally source. But that's not for everybody. Like, not everybody's connected to their hearts, unfortunately. Someone who's trapped in their mind with their ego and their rationality, I'm not gonna have a conversation with them about what it's like to live with an open heart.
I realized that too the other days, you know. I was stressing myself about reaching my goals and achieving this and blah, blah, and this and that. And in this life where we're living right now, you know, you go on social media and it's just...
That's such a matching sound.
It's so
matches the energy
much.
So well.
It's so many information
so
and fast and so vast at a specific moment. It's like almost a black hole. You know, so much. It's like so much weight and such a dense and small form because it's just a phone, but it's just
yes, and the impact is crazy.
I realized that, like, yo.
You're literally like bending and shit because of your phone, like hey, getting a BBL and shit.
You like, don't know what's going on. There's so much.
You're in the mirror, like showing your ass and bending arching your back, like it's giving black hole.
There's so much going on there, you know, and that's the duality that comes with everything, you know, because we have reached a point in society right now where there's so much information that either you have the discernment, you have the judgment to pick what you need and apply it to your life and really gain something out of it and become better and improve and live your best life, you know?
Yeah.
And there's the other side where you just like so overthrown with information. You're like, yo, I can't deal with this. I can't handle this. Like, because it's so exhausting, you know?
I've been there.
When you don't have the tools and don't have the help and sometimes you need help, but it's so much. And I just realized that a lot of people out there, like also I watched a reel these other days from Sadhguru where he was talking in a talk show. And he was saying that you don't better wonder if in 15 or 100 or 200 years, like many people are gonna against suicide because they have so much information. They think they know everything or they saw everything and they don't want to do anything anymore. They don't have this drive, you know. Back in the days,
they probably also drained out.
Yes, like imagine you are God, but not in a balanced way, in an unbalanced way. You know, when you're God, you know everything. But the thing
I don't know a God. I don't know an unbalanced God. I don't know how to imagine that.
Unbalanced God in terms of when I say you know everything and you can handle it, you're a so-called balanced God. But imagine like you have the knowing of everything, but you can handle it, you know?
Yeah, I would switch God. Imagine like I would maybe switch it into like being the player with the consciousness.
What I just mean is that in society they say God is all-knowing. And when you have so much information that you think you all know and you don't have this drive anymore to do something, you know, because
you mean like people could reach a feeling of they feel godlike because they know everything. They think they have seen everything and have reached God's state, and then they will feel obligated to leave this earth by taking suicide or what?
No, not obligated, but it's just like you don't have this drive, you know, because everything that we, for example, are doing, we are doing it because we love the unknown. We may feel like, okay, I want to have a family or whatever one day, but we don't actually know how it is. We want to experience that. And imagine you saw everything in virtual realities and blah, blah, and this and this. So you literally experience everything.
Yeah. And the excitement is gone.
It felt real.
Yeah.
Because when I put on my VR mask, it feels real, but it's not even real, you know? And you just, like we are living right now. Imagine like what's happening in a couple of 100 years. That's what I'm saying. Because the technology is already very fast. But in a couple of 100 years, it's going to be crazy. So I thought about that.
We can't even imagine that, how fast it's going to be.
Because for me, I still love this game, you know? People are losing the game. People are like, I have to get 100,000 followers in Instagram in 2 days. Otherwise, this life is not fun anymore. People back then, they did what they did for 10 years to reach 1,000 followers or whatever, like, because they had this drive, you know? They wanted to get better. Yes, everything is fast. So that's what I'm saying. If you don't apply and use the information you have, but still stay in the present moment and enjoy the journey, then you're fucked up, I guess.